Discovering your worth. Strategies for improving self-esteem. Self-esteem is not just about how we see ourselves in the mirror. It goes deeper than that. Self-esteem is all about respecting ourselves and feeling worthy. Self-esteem plays a significant role in various aspects of our lives. It's a game changer for making decisions and asserting ourselves to trying new things and bouncing back from mistakes. That's why healthy self-esteem is crucial for our overall mental well-being. Sure, self-esteem can be shaped by a lifetime of experiences, especially our childhood. But here's the good news. Boosting your self-esteem is never too late. Trust me, it's possible at any age. And don't worry, improving your self-esteem doesn't have to be an overwhelming task. We've got you covered with various self-management techniques that can make a real difference. Are you ready? Let's dive in and start building that solid foundation of self-esteem together. 1. Recognize the situations that affect your self-esteem. You know those situations that make you feel like your confidence is taking a nosedive? We've all been there, and it's time to address it. Picture this: a nerve-wracking work or school presentation, a crisis at work or home, a challenging encounter with your spouse, loved one, coworker, or any close contact, or even a significant life event like losing a job or seeing your child leave home. These are just a few common triggers that can shake our self-esteem. The first step towards reclaiming your self-esteem is identifying and challenging those negative beliefs about yourself. Pay close attention to your thoughts. You might think, "I'm not smart enough for this," or "I have no friends." Sound familiar? Well, it's time to challenge those thoughts. Here's a powerful technique. Look for evidence contradicting those self-defeating statements. Write down both the negative belief and any evidence that proves it wrong. Keep this list handy and remind yourself that those negative beliefs about yourself are simply not true. Oh, and let's not forget the infamous inner critic that loves to chime in from time to time. Don't worry, we all have that little voice in our heads. Research suggests that rather than just ignoring those thoughts, which only makes them stick around, it's better to accept them and recognize them for what they are: messages from that inner critic. This may take some practice, but trust me, it's worth it. By creating space between those critical thoughts and what's true, you can free yourself from their grip and start embracing a healthier self-esteem. 2. Be kind to yourself. We're all guilty of being better at giving others advice than ourselves. So here are a few easy ways to help you be kinder to yourself. First thing, take some time to get to know yourself better. Find out what brings you joy and what you care about. You can also write about it in a journal to track what you find. Next up, it's time to challenge those unkind thoughts that pop up about yourself. We all have that nasty habit of putting ourselves down automatically. But here's a tip. Ask yourself, would I talk to a friend this way? Don't be surprised if the answer is a big fat no. Be kind to yourself the way you would be to a close friend. Now let's talk about the comparison game. It's time to step away from the social media highlight reel. Avoid comparing yourself to others because, let's face it, what they choose to share isn't always the full picture. Limit your time on social media or online communities if it helps. Focus on your own journey because that's where the magic happens. Last but not least, treat yourself. Do something nice that brings you joy. Whip up your favorite meal, indulge in a little self-care session, or play that game you love. 3. Build a support network. It's time to find those who lift you up and steer clear of the ones who bring you down. Trust me, the company you keep can have significant impact on your happiness. Reach out to someone you trust, a listening ear, and someone who genuinely cares that can make a difference. Let them know that you're going through something, whether it's a close friend or a family member. But if that's not an option, no worries. Helplines are there for you to talk to someone anonymously. Sometimes a fresh perspective can work wonders. Focus on positive relationships. I know it's not always easy to control who you spend time with, but when possible, hang out with people who make you feel amazing about yourself. Surround yourself with those who see your awesomeness and cheer you on. And try peer support. Connecting with people who've been through similar experiences can be a game changer. They get it, they understand, and their asset can be incredibly valuable. You'll notice that certain people and relationships just have this knack for making you feel fantastic. 4. Give yourself a break. You don't always have to be perfect. It's okay to have ups and downs. Self-esteem can be like a roller coaster, fluctuating from situation to situation and day after day. We all have moments when we feel on top of the world with friends and colleagues, but are uneasy around strangers. Or maybe we rock it at work but struggle socially, or vice versa. It's normal, trust me. Cut yourself some slack. We're all human, and having off days or moments of self-doubt is okay. The trick is to be kind to oneself. Be kind to yourself and refrain from excessive self-criticism. When you criticize yourself in front of others, it can reinforce those negative views. And let's face it, we don't want to give anyone, including ourselves, a false negative opinion. 5. Learn to stand up for yourself and say no. Being assertive is all about respecting others' opinions and needs while expecting the same in return. Here's a neat trick. Look at assertive people you admire and learn from them. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not, but picking up hints and tips that let the real you shine through. People with low self-esteem often feel they must say yes to everything, even when they don't want to. But here's the deal. Constantly saying yes can leave you overwhelmed, resentful, and downright in the dumps. The good news? Saying no doesn't usually rock the boat in relationships. In fact, it can be empowering. Here's a handy tip. Keep saying no, but find different ways to do it until your message gets across. It's all about setting boundaries and standing up for yourself. You deserve to have your needs met too. It's true that standing up for yourself and saying no can be tough, especially if you have low self-esteem. But guess what? Developing your assertiveness can actually boost your self-esteem. It's like a positive cycle. When you start acting as if you believe in yourself, your self-belief grows. 6. Look after yourself. Getting the right amount of snooze time is crucial. Too little or too much sleep can mess with your mood and energy levels. Pay attention to your diet and eat regularly. Keeping your blood sugar stable can improve your mood and energy levels. Try to get outside and embrace the green goodness. Spending time in nature can work wonders for your mood, so take a stroll, breathe in that fresh air, and let Mother Nature work magic on you. Speaking of magic, let's dive into mindfulness and meditation. These practices can help you find your zen and calm your busy mind. Take a moment to pause, breathe, and be present. And skip recreational drugs and alcohol. They might seem tempting to cope with those tough feelings, but in the long run, they can make you feel even worse and prevent you from tackling the real issues. So let's find healthier ways to deal with our challenges. Last but not least, consider signing up for a self-help program. It can be an amazing way to gain new tools and insights to boost your well-being. Plus, you'll join a community of awesome people on their own journey of self-improvement. 7. Take on challenges. We all get those jitters and fears sometimes, right? But here's the deal. People with healthy self-esteem don't let those feelings hold them back from trying new things and taking on challenges. They embrace it. So here's a fun idea. Set yourself a goal. Maybe it's joining that exercise class you've been eyeing or attending that social occasion you've been hesitant about. When you achieve these goals, guess what? Your self-esteem gets a boost. People with low self-esteem tend to avoid tough situations. But guess what can actually help? Taking on a challenge. It's time to push yourself a little. It's okay to ask for assistance. You don't have to struggle alone, but be ready to tackle something you know will be difficult. When you succeed, you show yourself you're capable. Smash those negative beliefs and boost your self-esteem. Building up your self-esteem is a journey, and it's important to remember that it's not an overnight transformation. Instead, it's a gradual process of minor improvements over time. Don't let yourself be distracted by the ups and downs of the day or fixate on a fleeting emotion from the day before. Focus on the bigger picture, on the progress you're making overall. With time and practice, thinking positively will become a habit for you. It's like a quiet transformation that happens within you without you even realizing it. And before you know it, you'll recognize your self-esteem has grown quite stronger. So, keep going on this journey of self-improvement. Be patient with yourself and let go of the setbacks. Click the subscribe button below if you liked and found this video useful. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and remember that you're amazing just as you are.